hear about traveling CNAs is money, 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 money.
That's all you hear. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's Tiara Lachey. We're back with another video. What I got for y'all is how to become a travel CNA in 2022. During this pandemic, I made it a pandemic because I went on a travel assignment. I did other things in my healthcare field which I was not doing prior to the epidemic going on. Why to become a travel CNA? Now, a lot of y'all are like, why couldn't you just be a CNA in your own state, which you can, by all means, do that. Me, on the other hand, I wanted to travel because you get more money traveling, weekly pay. I'm able to explore new things on top of getting a bigger bag for it. So obviously the first step to becoming a travel CNA is becoming a CNA. So once you get your license inside of your own state, then you can go out and fill out the reciprocity forms. The way I did that, I went online, and the link is gonna be right here and also in the description box of where I found these different forms. I'm currently licensed in the state of Wisconsin because that's where I had originally got my license from. I'm also certified in Pennsylvania, Georgia, of course, Tennessee, and that may be it. But some of these forms you have to pay for. Some of these forms are free. Some of these forms you gotta mail in. Some of these forms are online. Florida one, you have to go get fingerprinted to even get approved for it. So I would say definitely plan ahead. And then it also takes a long time for the reciprocity forms to come in. So I believe for the Georgia one, it took about 2 to 7 weeks actually for that to come in. And then when I got mine for Tennessee, it was a pretty quick process, so they came in the mail pretty easily. But the one for Pennsylvania took a long time. I actually forgot that I had got licensed for Pennsylvania, and it came in the mail, and I was like, I will also highly recommend that you go get your basic life support, CPR, AED, first aid, all by the American Heart Association, only because most of these places require that you're at least BLS, or you at least have your first aid and AED. I would just suggest for you to go ahead and get it taken care of because it's another certificate under your belt making you look good and also upping your knowledge to beat your competition. Step number 2 is finding an agency. I've gotten so many questions on this question. When I first started out, I was looking on a great Google for travel assignments on Indeed. I was typing in travel CNA agencies. And not knowing what the hell I was looking for until somebody actually giving me a list, which I'm going to give to y'all as well. And I'm not just giving it to y'all because sharing is caring, but also because I know it's hard as hell out here. If you're able to travel and get the money you need and be happy, be in your field and be happy, live lavish, that's what we gonna do. We rather support that. I ended up getting this mass agency list. Just by saying I want to be a travel CNA, and every time I spoke to somebody about me being a travel CNA, they always had some kind of feedback. Most feedback was, oh my gosh, I have a friend that like make a lot of money. That's all you hear about traveling CNAs is
money, 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 money.
That's all you hear. Join some Facebook groups. I joined a whole bunch of travel CNA Facebook groups. A lot of the times, a lot of companies have Facebook accounts where they'll try to find travel CNAs or travel nurses, LPNs throughout social media. They'll reach out to you, but you just gotta make sure it's not a scam. I've also watched a whole bunch of YouTube videos just like this one. They dropped a bunch of gems on what agencies, what some good agencies, how to become travel CNAs, travel nurse vlogs, all that. Not only are you seeing a day in their life, you actually get to ask questions and interact with them to see if it's something that you actually want to do. For me, hearing or seeing like a visual always helps me more than reading. So it's kind of different for whatever agency you do go through, but their process is primarily the same. You want to fill out an application just as any other job, or supply them with your resume, and then see what the requirements are for you to join. Some of them now are expecting you to be fully vaccinated. Mine did not. Some do want you to be 6 months into the game as a CNA for you to even touch the floor, or some want you to be a year or they won't even talk to you. like I said before, your BLS, your CPR, your AED, what other requirements they need from you to begin besides your TB test. After you apply, depending on the urgency of the company, some will call you the next day, the next week, or you might not even hear back from some of the companies, and that's okay because your stuff is still in their system. Usually after you fill out an application, they let you go through and view what travel assignments they have available. They reach back out to you for an interview or just trying to ask more questions about you. And ask them questions like about their travel packages. Do they supply rentals? How's their lodging? Do they provide housing for you? Are you able to help me get a license in different states? These are all questions that you should ask prior. They'll ask you everything they need from you, and hopefully you can get the ball going. So step number 3 is finding those contracts. After you apply to them agencies, go ahead and play with their site to see if they have what you're looking for. So if you want to go to Florida, if you want to go to California, Texas. So you type in Texas, you want to be going for 3 months. You type in 3 months and you want to work 3 days a week. So when you're trying to find a contract, there are 4 things that they break them down into. So location, which is you want to go to Florida, you want to go to Texas, that's your location. Do you want to work in a hospital? Do you want to work in long-term care? Do you want to work in skilled? Do you want to work at somebody's house? They break all the assignments down in all these different locations. The second one is the length of your assignment. Whatever length you want to go on your travel assignment for. I've seen people go on travel assignments for 4 weeks. I've seen people go on travel assignments for a year. It just depends on if they offer those long ones or the short ones and what you want to do. And then hours. Will you be working AM or PM or not? Will you be working 12-hour shifts? Will you be working 8-hour shifts? That all matters as well. And then last but not least, pay rate. Do not let these companies get y'all
short time by not paying y'all your money.
You want to look at your base rate and make sure they are not lowballing you. The number might look grand because they're adding how much stipends they're giving you for your phone or the stipends they're giving you for hotels or the vehicle stipend. They're adding that in, so it's making it like a bigger number than what it is. But make sure you know your hourly rate and make sure you are not getting lowballed for it. And then also on holidays, you need to find out, is it time and a half? How much you're getting paid on the holidays? How much you're getting paid in overtime? So after you find a contract that you do want, express your interest in that contract and get in contact with your recruiter. If the recruiter does not contact you, you contact them. If they're not reaching out to you, make sure you are reaching out to them every 2 days and checking on your application process. The recruiters do have to put your application through to the facilities. From there, they'll pick an application that fits their needs the best, and they'll reach back out to your recruiter. Your recruiter will reach back out to you and let you know the information, whether it's a yes or no. Hopefully it's a yes, and they send a contract through to you to get signed. Now, when you get this contract, what you do is you read the whole contract, right? Making sure you don't miss anything. When looking at this contract, you want to look at what they offer you. Do they give you an apartment to stay in? Or do they give you a hotel room? Do they give you a vehicle? Will they come pick you up? Do you have to find your own transportation? All this comes into play when it comes about your coins. And some agencies actually do provide housing. They'll give you an Airbnb or a hotel for your length of your stay, which is very, very cool. But the quality might be a little on the low end, only because, again, it's thinking about their pockets. As long as you got somewhere to lay down and use the bathroom, that's your needs to them. I would say go ahead and find your own Airbnb or your own hotel so that you can live in comfortability for however long you're on your assignment for. Because you are a healthcare worker, because you are a nurse, an LPN, a CNA, we get discounts on a lot of things. So when you are going to find housing, when you go to the hotels, ask them if they have any healthcare workers discounts. Now, most likely they probably do. They'll probably ask for verification, but if you can save money on your assignment, that's a plus. So then you want to look at your other needs. So for groceries, how much will you be spending a week for groceries? If you're staying in a hotel, you probably won't have a microwave, or you probably won't have a stove or an oven. If you do, you'll save a lot of more money than eating out every day. Hopefully you do have a fridge so you can store some stuff, but after you get like a whopping total, make sure it's something that you're able to live off of for those 3 to 4 months, for that 6 months, and you're not going to be struggling. Step number 4 is signing your contract and agreement. You are on your way to making money and being happy. Now, not all agencies require a drug test, but most do. After you sign that contract, they will send you a pass to go get a drug test, and they will also send you to go get your TB test if you do not have an active one within a year. You have to get that taken care of before you leave. Step number 5 is pack your scrubs and prepare for your assignment. So congratulations that you made it this far. So I keep all my CNA stuff in a binder so I know exactly where it is. So when I need something, I come right to this binder, know exactly the page to go to, and I don't have to go looking for it. So I keep my updated resume in here just in case. You always got to keep a resume on you. I have every single state I'm licensed in, with the issue date, the expiration date, and the ID number, just in case somebody asks for it, or when you're applying you need that number. So I have my latest TB test, I have my latest physical as well in here. I have my CPR, AED, first aid. I have my basic life support certification. Then I have my physical, and then I always keep a copy of my travel assignment contract. And I will also suggest having it in your back pocket just in case you do need it. Make the most out of this opportunity because you will love it. It is this small possibility where you will not love it, and that's 100% okay as well. The only thing that's not okay is mistaking fear for a gut feeling or fear for following your heart, because no, scared money don't make money. And if you're scared, we all were scared, but we still took the giant step to a new life. We took a giant step to doing A, B, and C, and now we're happy with it. So do not miss out on an amazing opportunity because you're scared. It's okay. I promise you it's okay. And I've heard many mixed reviews. I loved my assignment, but I did have some downfalls. I've heard people say they've absolutely loved their assignment. I've heard people say their assignment was a complete nightmare. And the best way to figure it out is to try it yourself. Everybody frowns when you leave your assignment early because you probably won't be able to work with that agency again, or the facility won't welcome you back. But it's really your needs over anybody else's. It's really your comfortability over anybody else's. So if you're not comfortable in the hotel, speak up and find a different place to stay. Whatever makes you feel better, whichever makes you feel like you can live there, make sure you have that open communication with your recruiter. And if you really just can't do it, go. I hope that you guys found this video really helpful. I watched a video like this when I was starting out and it helped me a lot, so I hope I did the same for you guys. Feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions. You can reach out to on my social media, on Instagram at Tierra Lachey with 3 A's, or you can comment down below and I'll be sure to reply back or make a video on your comment. Thank you guys so much for watching my video, and I'll be with you guys in the next. Peace.